This is our segment for the entrepreneur. Actually, Strictly Business, as this segment is called, is not just for budding entrepreneurs. Many have come to enjoy this segment for the fresh ideas that so many young people have applied so ingeniously to a business. This upcoming feature is a fine example of that.
Yvette Lising graduated with a fine arts degree and majored in advertising from the University of Sto. Tomas.
Ako talaga ever since, I've been a graphic designer and illustrator. I graduated fine arts in UST. I majored in advertising. Tapos I graduated and I got a job at a couple of ad agencies before deciding to go here full-time doing Typescratch.
Yes, that is the name of her brand, Typescratch. The artist that she is, Yvette found a name which is not only intriguing and interesting, but one that catches your attention.
Because I wanted something na you can write in. You know, it's something that you can practice your type in, you can do calligraphy with, something you can be creative with.
With a name like that, people wonder, what is Typescratch all about?
It's a creative business. It's primarily a stationery business. So, ayun siya, basically. Very straightforward naman siya. It's a stationery business that caters mostly to people who want something relatable.
Actually, Yvette worked with advertising agencies before the entrepreneurial bug bit her.
I worked at an ad agency before. It was very exhausting work kasi. During that time, nawala yung passion ko to create. And then I got engaged. Tapos, maybe it was something about starting a new chapter in my life that encouraged me to start this. So, ayun. Ever since I was already a creative. Pero, yung business, it's an entirely new thing for me talaga. So, while we were preparing for our wedding, we had 2 years to prepare kasi. That was where I put my creativity into. So, one of the first designs I made for Typescratch was for the wedding talaga. We called it our illustrated wedding. Basically, I poured my heart into it. That's where I got really creative. So, ayun, ginawa ko yung invites namin. I made our signages. It was very personalized. Kaya, dun siya nag-start actually.
Yvette designed everything about her wedding, from the invitation to the loose cards. That was when her creative juices flowed freely.
So ever since kasi I've always wanted to draw. I've always liked drawing.
It's not every day that one gets to work out one's chosen course in college. Many, for instance, graduate with a nursing degree but end up doing home business completely unrelated to one's college course. As things turned out for Yvette, she was able to indulge her natural talent and her college degree to good work, starting out with her wedding preparations.
We had really good feedback from it. Kaya, ayun. Also, the wedding loose cards, dun din namin tinesa sa wedding namin eh. And yeah, we had really good responses to it. Kaya, ayan. It just went forward from there.
With Typescratch, Yvette does not need a big factory space for production. She also shared that she did not start with a big capital.
It was an investment na I can definitely part with. I was lucky enough na I was able to save enough to cover for Typescratch, for the expenses. Kasi not everybody can do that eh. I think also luck plays a big part into the whole thing. The challenges I encountered while putting up Typescratch was mostly starting out. Yun naman ang pinakamahirap is to start out. When you get the ball rolling, tuloy-tuloy na yun eh. And I think one of the hardest parts is not the actual doing the artworks pagdating sa notebooks and the stationery, but more about maintaining the brand. Yun eh. Kasi marketing is very difficult. Kasi that's how you reach your peers, your customers. So I guess that's one of the biggest challenges. Kasi it's 10% lang yung actual yung actual na passion mo na you get to do the things that you love. And 90% is marketing, is advertising, it's talking to your customers, doing paperwork. So
Like many others, she started out selling her works of art online until she progressed into having her products sold at several brick-and-mortar stores. She started her business only in early 2017, and her journey, short as it is marked with continuous challenges which she meets head-on.
well, for starters, nasa branding lahat yun eh. It's important to have a brand that is established. So it's important then to have a strong online presence, a strong social media profile, di ba? Kasi everything is online nowadays, eh. Everything is digital, di ba? So it's a very important platform talaga. Kaya I got my own domain. Hindi lang siya like a Facebook marketplace. Kasi nakakatulong yung may sarili kang domain sa credibility ng brand mo. I started with notebooks and undated planners. So ang market for that is usually mga tao na mahilig sa journals, mga artists. So we got really good feedback for that. And then eventually, I expanded to notepads and yung loose wedding cards and custom work, mga stamps.
Here, Yvette shows us some of her popular product lines like her note cards.
Di ba pagdating sa weddings, we usually don't know what to say. So I created these guided wedding guest cards. So the bride and groom can have something creative as a response. So instead of the usual congratulations or best wishes, they can get something that's really memorable. And di ba, I told you na tinest ko to sa sariling wedding namin. And yeah, we still like to look back on them every year sa anniversary. We read the notes and yeah, okay siya. Masaya.
And these are her notebooks.
So I have a to-do list for people who like to be organized. I actually have a polka version of this as well. Kasi wala akong masyadong nakikita sa market. So, ayun. So I created one. And I also made some very fun notepads to prettify your desks. Kasi sometimes, I know we can write all these things or we can type them out on a computer, pero for some people din, kasi like for me, mas nare-retain mo better information when you type them down. Tsaka nakita mo, di ba? So it's helpful then, and it's something that you can use like when you do your shopping, when you need something on the go. So we also have design sets. So as you can see, the designs are consistent. I have a notepad version, a notebook version, and an undated planner version for those who talagang want to be productive. So this one is an undated planner. Undated planner siya kasi I don't like the idea of the conventional planner sa may dates kasi may times na hindi ko rin na-fill up ang lahat. So I feel it's a bit wasteful din na may mga pages na nasasayang lang. So with undated planners, at least, kunyari, may week ka na hindi naman na-fill-upan or hindi ka naman particularly busy that week, walang masyadong pressure. And you can fill this up at any time of the year. So it's more practical. And it helps you organize your week then. Tapos ito naman for those who like to journal and get more creative with their stationery, a blank notebook. These days, mas marami naghahanap ng mga bullet journals, mga dotted. Kasi mas madaling mag-line, madaling mag...
And of course, she has specific designs that are the most frequently bought.
Actually, the cat talaga, and the sushi design is one of the best sellers. Pero the cat pa rin talaga eh. And I'm really happy when people say na they buy my designs so they can give it to someone. Kasi at the heart of the brand, that's what I really want for it. It's I want my brand to be something you can share. You know, I'm an artist, pero ayoko maging artist na parang I wanted to have my work shared, parang ganun. So I delved into stationery. Kaya it was particularly appealing to me. As well as the fact na I also like journaling, I also like writing. So yun. So this is one of our bestsellers talaga. The cat notebook, as in pag sa mga stores and bazaars, they always run out. Kasi I think it's because it's relatable eh. It's cute, it's fun. But at the root of it, it's very relatable. Essentially, I think that's why they buy my products because kung isipin mo, the products are on the more expensive spectrum eh. Pag kinumpara mo sila sa brands abroad, mas mura sila. Pero dito, locally, they're kind of expensive. Kasi the production costs, medyo expensive din siya eh. Kasi gusto ko silang maging pulido. So the notebooks are Smythe sewn, they're lay flat, and I made sure na they're of the highest quality talaga.
For Yvette, she knows that she has to maintain her image, stay relevant, and sustain her presence in the market.
Current goals ngayon is to expand the products, of course. Siguro later this year, I'm planning on releasing bullet journals, copy notebooks, as well as a new set of designs. I've also started partnering with bigger bookstore chains. I cannot name them yet kasi we're still in agreement. Pero sometime this year, I will be putting up products in more places.
And her advice to would-be entrepreneurs?
I guess, for me, yung advice ko is, if you have an idea na you think will contribute to your society, then by all means go for it. You know, kasi I think a lot of people are prevented from starting a business because of the fear. Diba, natatakot ka na it will fail. If you're a business owner, you should not be afraid of that. There are risks involved, pero it's better than not trying, di ba? So yeah, I think at the very root of it all, business is about being able to contribute to society, being able to contribute something good. So, ayan, if we have good ideas, then yeah, why not? Diba? There's room for everybody in this industry.
Check out Yvette's Typescratch products. Online or at various stores, her products are sold.
Hi, please check out Typescratch. You can see our products at Fab Manila, Glorieta and ATC, as well as Hey Cassie in UP Town Center. You can also find them in Biblio, Cloverleaf, Ayala 30th, and Feliz. And you can also shop them online at www.typescratch.com.
That was a second look at Typescratch with honor Miss Yvette Lising, this week's feature on Strictly Business.